What's going on, beautiful people of YouTube? This is Renebean. Welcome to another episode of Live Video Game Hunting, the series where I show you all the awesome stuff I've gotten through about the past week or so through yard sales, garage sales, flea markets. I go to thrift stores like Goodwill and Salvation Army, as well as the little mom and pop ones. I use apps like Let Go, OfferUp, Craigslist, Facebook, just whatever I can use to get my hands on awesome games at excellent prices. You get to see it through the live footage. Make sure you stick through to the end of the video because not only do I go over everything on a one-on-one level, but I also announce the winner to the weekly contest giveaway. And I got two winners to announce this week since we're 2 weeks behind. So if you want to get in on that, the rules are super simple. Obviously, be subscribed to the channel. Hit that like button. It helps these videos out a lot. And leave a comment down below. Hopefully something positive. If you want a little extra credit, share this video so other people can see these awesome live pickups. Learn how to build up their own collections. Links to everything in the description below. You got my Instagram if you're having questions. That's the place to do it. You got my eBay store, my Twitch account. And I've been playing the absolute hell out of PUBG. That game is too damn addicting to put down. But that's all down below. I'm super excited, like I always am. We got boxes of stuff to go through, so I want you to sit back and relax. Let's check it out. Alright everybody, welcome back to another long-awaited Sunday live video game hunting video. I understand completely that there are people that look forward to these Sunday videos, but, you know, just bear in mind that as the season has slowed down for me, when it comes to things like yard sales, garage sales, and you know, flea markets, it's just getting harder to get actual finds there. It's really cold on my side of the globe. So it's just going to be a little bit slow for the next 2 or 3 months until that, you know, picks right back up. And when it picks up, let me tell you, the yard sale season is through the roof. Same with the flea market. I still go. It's just harder for me to get stuff. So that's why you'll see a delay, you know, every week or so with these Sunday videos until the season picks back up. But with that said, here we are with the first pickup of the video, and we are at a Goodwill if you do not know already. So now there's only 2 Goodwills that I go to that don't directly individually price video games, and this is one of them. And I just so happen to get lucky on this stuff. I don't get to come here as often because it's a little bit out of my way, but I wanted to make it a point to stop here whenever I can, and I'm glad I did today because I ended up getting 4 or 5 decent games here, and I got them for a great price. The first one here you see me pull out is Mario Kart for the Wii. Unfortunately, it only had Wii Sports in there, but hey, for $1.50, I'm still going to pick that up because Wii Sports alone is worth that, plus I got the case, so I'm still going to buy that. I come across Mario Kart loose all the time. Same with Metroid Prime 3 Corruption. $1.50 is a great deal on this game. And you know I'm always telling you out there, never pass up your Wii Sports or your Wii Sports Resorts. Those still sell because they're still popular and people want to play them. Now here's a pro tip that should be completely engraved in your brain, and that is anytime you find a game that is misplaced in a case, you find the wrong game in the case that you're checking out, check every single game in the vicinity of that game. You should be doing this regardless to check for scratches to make sure you're actually getting the game that you're about to buy from, you know, from what you got in your hand. But for the fact that if one game is misplaced, chances are another one could be, and you could find some amazing games. You see me here picking up games like Wii Fit. I'm not going to buy these games, but hell, I'm looking for that Mario Kart, and also I might find something else. I might find Super Mario Galaxy. You never know what you could find, and I'm sure I've overlooked many games in the past by not checking all the cases, but anytime that I find one that's misplaced when I'm out and about in the wild, I check every single one of them. It's an impulsive habit, and I highly suggest you do the same. I have found amazing games in cases like NBA 2K9 that you would just overlook without checking them. Now you see me pick up a copy of Mercury Meltdown Revolution for the Wii. This game is nothing special, but you know what's special about it? Is the fact that it's a game that I did not have, and a lot of you out there already know I love collecting my obscure, shitty, off-the-wall, just who would have ever heard of Wii titles, and this is one of them. $1.50, of course I'm going to pick it up. It's one that I did not have. Same with Luxor, I'm not sure how you pronounce that, but Luxor 3, $1.50. These are great deals. I'm going to pick these up all day. I've already made my money back, plus some with the 2 previous games, so this is definitely worth the stop. The Wii has such a huge variety of shovelware games, just a large amount. It has been such a fun adventure collecting all these crazy Wii titles. That movie right there, I will, just a little side note. If you've never seen Requiem for a Dream, that's a fantastic movie, completely demented. Now here you're actually going to see me pull out my phone, use the app I use all the time, Video Game Price Charge, because I'm going to check this game called Game Party 2, which is just a random Wii title. But you know what? Some of these random Wii games, since there are so many, some of them are pretty damn obscure and can sell for quite a bit. This one, I couldn't remember, so I was going to be smart and check it, which I did, and it was worth nothing. But while checking it, I come across this MTV Music Generator 2 for the PlayStation 2. Obviously, it didn't come out for any other system. I had to pick it up. So that was excellent in itself right there. So I got all 5 of these games, all at $1.50 a piece. It was an excellent deal. It is very rare for me to find anything at Goodwills nowadays. And like I said, I only have, 2 of them that don't individually price video games. So these stops are definitely hit up by a lot of game hunters. So when I can find anything at a Goodwill, it is definitely a fantastic thing. And a side note, I already had Game Party 2, if you're wondering why I didn't pick it up. I left it behind. I knew that I had it, I just couldn't remember if it was worth anything. But that's where that app, Video Game Price Chart, comes into play. It gives me a general idea of what the game is worth. Alright, so a little backstory on this local pickup. This was a Facebook posting. She listed, the picture was really hard to kind of decipher. It had, what I saw was 2 PlayStations, PlayStation 2 systems, and a stack of games. The picture was terrible, and it said $60 for everything. I messaged the lady and I said, what exactly is there? How many systems are there? And she says, well, there's 4 systems total, and there's too many games to count. When I saw kind of what she had and she told me what she had, I was like, you know what, this is an excellent deal right here. Then she told me that her son was selling all this stuff so he could get a PlayStation 3. Now, keep in mind, this was before Christmas, so that's kind of tugging on the old heartstrings. So I was like, you know what? I got a stack of PlayStation 3 games that I want to give you as well. And I also gave her an extra $5 because she held this stuff for me until I got off work. Now, I'm typically the type of person, the first come, first served basis, but I did throw the idea at her. I said, hey, if you will hold this, I'll give you an extra $5 when I get off work, and I got a stack of PlayStation 3 games I can give your son to kind of donate towards the cause. So the first game you saw me pull out was Crash Twinsanity, and, for those of you who don't know, Crash Bandicoot is a staple of the PlayStation brand, and you'll actually see me pull out 2 more games from the Crash Bandicoot collection for the PlayStation 1. Those 3 games right there already pay for more than half of what I paid for this whole lot, so it was definitely worth it. And like I said, when I saw everything that I got, that's why I decided to donate the games that I did. Just like I said, I mean, this is for a good cause. I'm getting stuff out of it. She, her son's obviously going to get something out of it. It's the right thing to do. Now, you'll see this a lot when you're out in the wild when it comes to PlayStation games, and that's just a binder filled with them. I don't know what it is. I don't come across this a lot when it comes to Xbox games. Now, I have, but it seems a whole lot more common with PlayStation games than it does with anything else. And I come across these binders all the time, and I love going through them because you never know what you're going to find in them. And this lady was super nice. She actually told me to keep the $5 that I told her I'd give her extra. I still gave it to her because, like I said, I told her if you held that thing for a couple hours till I got off work, I'll give you an extra $5. It was a lot that I was interested in. There were some games that I needed. Here you'll see me grab the big stack of PlayStation 3 games that I told her I was going to give her son. There was, I don't know, 10 or 15 games, 4 or 5 of them were sports games, but the rest were pretty good titles. And hell, I figured I can't use them. They're not worth much to me. Hopefully he'll get some joy out of him, and I hope he got his PlayStation 3. Had I had the system, obviously I would have just done a trade on that, but I didn't have anything extra in the PlayStation 3 category. Now, I don't go through this box that well, but of course in the pickups we'll go over everything. But there was 3 PlayStation 2 systems and 1 PlayStation 1 system, a handful of aftermarket controllers, a lot of them were busted, and I couldn't even begin to tell you how many games. There was probably maybe 50, 20 or so were, in their cases. Probably more than that, maybe like 60 or so games. Nothing extremely crazy, but it was a lot well worth it. I'm going to keep some games for my collection, make my money back. I'm happy about it. And her son hopefully is happy about the situation as well. Alright, so a little backstory on this next local pickup. Remember how I always say, always be kind and courteous to other vendors at the flea market or wherever you're at? Well, this is one that you've seen in many pickups. Well, no, I wouldn't say many, but a handful of them. He's an awesome dude, and he's worked deals with me in the past. I saw he listed these Game Gears on Facebook. He listed 3 of them with a stack of games, and he said like $100. Only one of them turned on. It was a stupid deal. Like, no one would have bought that. And then later on, like a week goes by, and he listed them for $50. And I sent him a message. I said, hey, man, it's me. If you decide to sell them any cheaper, if no one gets them, let me know. And he's all like, well, if you want them, I'll give you them for $25, and you can have all the games, everything else with it. That's a great deal. One of them cut on. He's sitting here trying to tell me all the problems with all of them. It's just, I mean, it's all simple capacitor issues. I'll refurbish them, recap them, throw a glass screen on them, bam, they're brand new. And he worked this deal with them. $25 for 3 of them was a great deal. Now, you're also going to notice in this box, there's a GameCube, there's a PSP, and there's some other random nonsense in here. And what I mean by nonsense, I don't know if you see it, but that GameCube controller, tell me in the comments what you see is wrong with that thing. But other than that, I got some pretty good games here. The best game for the Game Gear was Shinobi. That game alone is worth about $10. And then a bunch of filler titles. And then one, of course, that I did not have. And I love collecting for the Game Gear. I have such a high amount of games for that system already. It's really awesome when I can find one that I do not have. Now, of course, we agreed upon this Game Gear lot. It had some Game Gear games, a few Game Boy games, nothing crazy, like I said, Shinobi being the best one. But he brought this box full of other stuff because he knows this is the stuff that I look for. He sells at the flea market. It's obviously a lot colder now, so it's probably why he's had this stuff for a while. And he offered it to me. He says, you know what, if you want this whole box, hit me with a number. I didn't want to tell him a damn thing. I wanted him to tell me a number. And he said $40. I mean, hell, that's a great deal right there. $40 is an awesome steal. If you don't catch it already, the C-stick is where the joystick should be on that game control. I don't know what the hell that situation is that caused that. It's an off-brand aftermarket controller anyways, but for whatever reason, I have no idea why the C-stick and the joystick are swapped. Who knows the story behind that one? And the only problem that I saw with the PSP is the joystick cap was missing, and it didn't look like it was broken off. It looked like it just fell off. And that should be, as easy as just getting another cap and popping it right back on. I haven't tested it, but for $40 to get 1 GameCube, 3 Game Gears, a stack of Game Gear games, like 3 or 4 Game Boy games. Like I said, we'll go over all this in the pickups. The PSP and just a few other odds and ends. $40 was a great deal. He's helping me out. I'm helping him out. And that's why I always tell you guys out there, be friendly to everybody you can. As the old saying goes, you catch a lot more flies with honey than you do with piss and vinegar. So be kind to everybody you meet. You never know where it'll get you in the long run. And some of you may even remember 3 or 4 episodes back, he helped me score another Game Gear, and it was only like $5, a case and some games. But he gave me dibs on it. He knew that's what I was after, and I'm going to help him out. I know he's after things like albums and whatnot, so I'm going to keep an eye out for that stuff, just like he keeps an eye out for this stuff for me. Now this here is also another Facebook posting pickup, but hey, when it's this cold and you can't get to as many yard sales or hit the flea market as much as you want to, you got to check the local apps as much as you can. Facebook, LetGo, OfferUp, check them all. And that's the only way you're going to find stuff when the season dies down. But anyway, this guy listed that he had a Nintendo 64 bare console with 3 games. They were all sports, 1 game of which I did not have, but $15. This was on the way to where I was going. This was an excellent pickup right here for me. Now, even though he didn't, I immediately asked, do you have anything else? I didn't get a chance to ask him whenever I was messaging him. I was going to ask him when I got there, and I did. I asked him every single thing that I could think of. Game Boy, Sega, Atari. I'm just naming off every single thing. Even obscure stuff, CDI, TurboGrafx, all that. Because you never know what these people are going to have lying around in their garage that they no longer want. But for $15, this was an excellent steal right here. There were no cords, no controllers, but I have all that. Unfortunately, there was no expansion pack in there, which is kind of like a lottery. You never know which N64 you pick up is going to have it, so I kind of love getting them just to see if one came with it. But $15, this was a great pickup. So the final pickup of the video and my most favorite, and you're going to look at this and be like, why the hell is this your favorite pickup of the week? Well, let me tell you guys. Well, obviously, it's not SmackDown vs. Raw for PlayStation 2, but you're going to see me find a game that slipped through the Goodwill system of the Goodwill that I am growing to hate. It's the one that I work directly across from, and I can't find anything there no more. They individually price games for stupid amounts at or above eBay all day long, and it's just ridiculous. But check it out, I find Mario Kart for the Wii for $1.50. The only way that I got this game was an employee who does not know that they're supposed to hold games for a certain dickhead to individually price these games and put them on the shelf. Just put them right out. And that's the only time you're going to get lucky at this Goodwill, is if they slip up and put it out here with the DVDs. And you know what? I found one, and I consider myself extremely lucky. Now, I know we don't have a crazy amount in this video, but guess what, guys? There's always next time. Alright, I hope you enjoyed all the awesome live footage. Just like always, we're going to go through everything here on a one-on-one level. If I can remember anything about it, I'll tell you. If not, we'll just zoom through it. It's never in any particular order. This stuff always gets scattered around as the week goes by. So anyways, where to start? I'm going to just grab the first thing that I picked up, which is actually the last pickup of this video, which was Mario Kart for the Wii. Picked this up for the amazing price of $1.50, which is a phenomenal steal considering it was at Goodwill. And Goodwills are just getting notoriously shitty, and it's just, they're starting to individually price games eBay style, so unless you can catch them slipping or it's just an employee just put stuff on the shelf, you're not going to get lucky. That's how I got this one. It is a little bit scratched up, as you can see here. I don't know how well that's going to show with the camera, but I do got the JFJ Easy Pro, so for $1.50, that is not a bad deal at all. We got a good chance of making that work, if it does not already, but I do want that disc to look a lot prettier, so I will be shining up regardless. Oh, where to go. I'm sorry about the hoodie again. I've been sick for like a week and a half now. It won't go away. I'm cold. My lungs feel terrible, but the show must go on. So here I am with the hoodie. Deal with it. Here is the first pickup of the week, which was also at a Goodwill, which is the one, there's only like 2 Goodwills that I have. I've got like 5 total that are decent, that don't typically individually mark things. This is one of them, and I got some good scores here. This is something I did not have. These were all $1.50 a piece. Music Generator 2 for the PlayStation 2. That's pretty cool to pick up. Never seen that before. Mercury Meltdown Revolution. Pretty wild looking stuff there. Luxor 3. Like I said, all $1.50. You can't beat these prices. And then I thought that I was getting another copy of Mario Kart for the Wii, but when I opened it up while I was there, it's a copy of Wii Sports. That's still not bad. I can deal with that. Damn, that manual's in pretty shitty condition. It doesn't matter though. The Wii Sports actually look pretty good. So $1.50. I want to pick that up. Plus, I get the Mario Kart case if I ever come across Mario Kart loose, which is good. And then finally, Metroid Prime 3 Corruption. $1.50 a piece for all that. Not the most insane games, but I can't pass them up for that price. Excuse me. All right, the next pickup. This was a Facebook posting, I believe. The guy just had a picture of an N64 and like 3 little crappy games. $15. It's a phenomenal deal. It had no cores, no controllers. This is that N64. I have not tested it, but I'm sure you will see it on an episode of the vlog series if you don't watch that. What it is just a tidbit of the life of what I do when I get all this stuff, testing and all that. It's pretty cool. Check it out if you haven't. No expansion pack in there, but it does have the jumper. A little bit dirty, but we'll clean that thing up. And then the 3 games that it came with, which was pretty neat, because one I did not have. They're sports. Major League Baseball, Ken Griffey Jr. You see a lot of Ken Griffey Jr. on Nintendo games, Super Nintendo 64. Nintendo actually owned the that team. What was the team, like the Marions or something? Oh, fuck, I have no idea. But they owned that baseball team Ken Griffey Jr. was on. I'm not a big sports person when it comes to baseball. I don't know. This is one that I did not have, which is pretty neat. NBA Showtime, NBA on NBC, pretty cool. And then Kobe Bryant and NBA Courtside. Just $15, that's a great deal. I picked up a bunch of jumper packs and some power bricks. Bundle it, sell it, make some money. I'm alright with that. But yeah, we'll go through all that. That'll be the last one. God, this sickness has been killing me. It makes me not want to do a damn thing. And I'm better at pumping out these videos for you guys, but these last 2 weeks have been hard. Alright, so this is a guy you've seen pickups for at like the flea market. He's a vendor there. He helps me out a lot. I hit him up every so often. He had this, but he originally had like this bundle for $100, and he realized no one was going to pay that. Dropped it down to $50, and then I sent him a message like, "Man, you take lower than that, I'll get it." He's like, "Oh, $25 for you." Great deal for all this stuff. And then he had other stuff in this box that I'll pull out, and he's like, "Just give me $40 for everything in this box." So as I pull everything out here, just understand it was only $40. It's a great deal. So obviously the big, what made me get it was my Game Gears. I love my Game Gears. One of them works, the other two have issues, sound issues, screen issues. It doesn't matter, I'm going to fix it. But Game Gears has the back, and there's a copy of X-Men in there. Another Game Gear here, but check this out. It has a copy of Shinobi in there. It's like a $10 game right there, so that's already a quarter everything I paid for in this lot. And then we got another Game Gear, all of which have their battery packs, no heavy corrosion or anything, so it's nothing crazy. But what else do we got in here for $40? There's more games. Let me just grab them and go. Alright. We got NBA Jam, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, which is a great one to bundle with the system. It actually plays pretty decent on the Game Gear. It's not terrible. This is actually one I may not have. I'll have to check. It's going to suck to check, but I need to. Arton Senna Super Monaco GP2. Pretty neat. I don't think I have that one. Game Boy Advance game. We got Dragon Ball Z, the collectible card game, which I may not have. Sonic 2, which you'll get in every Game Gear. If you find a Game Gear out in the wild and it doesn't have a copy of Sonic 2 around it, be on edge. You could be in the Upside Down or some crazy shit. Jurassic Park. Let's see here. Now keep in mind, all this stuff, this is all $40. I'm still digging. We got a GameCube. He says it does work. I have no idea if it does or not. I try to take people's word on it, but I've been burned before it does happen. But that's a platinum GameCube. We'll see if it works. That'll be cool if it does. If it doesn't, it's still worth the parts. This is a big deal right here. People don't realize that the power adapter. These things are fairly expensive. They're always over £1, so it jacks the price up regardless. Like $10 or $15 typically. So that's good to have with that. Let's see. There was two other GameCube games in here. We had Star Wars, The Clone Wars, which I got for original Xbox, and then 007 Agent Under Fire. Nothing crazy. They were in there, but don't worry, I'm still digging stuff out. The deal was it's a phenomenal deal for $40. He definitely hit me up. An aftermarket GameCube controller. Now I'm gonna let you look at this and tell me what's wrong with it. Looks a little fucky, don't it? I've never seen this, but they put the C button where the standard joystick goes. I've never seen that before. I don't know what kind of dumbassery that is. But that's fucking stupid. It's broken, it's trash, it's garbage anyways. I keep real ones to bundle with my systems. Very rarely will I put a shitty one like that with a system. There is the AV cord for it. So the GameCube's complete minus that junky controller. Let's see, we got shit, I got a bunch more games, I didn't realize that. World Series Baseball. The fuck is this? A memory card, I think? Yeah, a memory card. PlayStation. Yu-Gi-Oh! The Eternal Duelist Soul, I think, or some shit. I don't know. I've never been a big Yu-Gi-Oh! Fan. Nothing against it. And here's one I did not have. Looney Tunes back in action. And then there's two things here. But what was really neat is, check this out. We have a PSP. God damn it. Check that shit out. But it's missing the little nublet for the joystick. I don't know if I can get one or replace that. The thing's in actually pretty damn decent shape. It doesn't turn on. PSPs are climbing in price, man. It's actually surprising that they are. Anything in it? Oh, I'll open these things. There we go. No, nothing in it. But it'll, like I said, be an episode of the vlog series. We'll see if it actually works, cuts on, all that jazz. And then, of course, I had some weird, I don't know, some PSP case, I guess. I don't know. $40. A great deal, man. Absolutely phenomenal. I'm going to go ahead and do the winners. I got two winners to announce before we dig into this last humongous box. Sorry, this sickness, man, it is killing me. I'm sure some of y'all can tell I'm not my usual. Alright, so the winners to the weekly contest giveaway, like I said, I got two since we're 2 weeks behind. That's just the way it works. It's only fair to you guys out there. The first winner King Jad, K-I-N-G-J-A-D, you are the first winner. And the second winner, I need like a drum roll or something. Vic Carter, V-I-C-C-A-R-T-E-R. Thank you so much, guys, for the support on this channel. You both have $20 store credit on my eBay store, which I'm trying to get back into doing listings with this sickness. I've just been dead. I ain't been doing nothing. But that's just kind of the way it goes in winter. You see a game for $20, you get it for free. If you see one for $30, you get it for $10. Hit me up on Instagram. I'm going to start stressing that. It's kind of dickish. There are people who have not claimed prizes, and I'm going to get that. And there's obviously people who have. If you want your prize, send me a message on Instagram. If you don't have an Instagram account, make one just to hit me up. It's easier. There are so many social media platforms that I have to be on. It just gets confusing with everybody talking. Send me a message on Instagram. Say, hey, I'm the one who won that contest. There you go. It's very easy to make an account. If you only make one just to send me that message, get your prize. That's the way to do it. Do not send me a message on eBay. They're dicks about that shit. Same with like Macari, you can follow me on that. The link is in the description on that one, but you know, I try to keep the whole YouTube thing out of it. I think they get a little fucky on that one. Congratulations though. If y'all did not win, you always got next time. Hopefully we'll have a video next week or the week after. Like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz, and you'll be in. But anyways, let's go to the final box. I'm really trying to remember what the hell I paid for this. She wanted $60 for this. I told her I'd give her an extra $5 if she wanted to hold it for me. That's a risky thing to do because I'm more of the first come first serve kind of person when it comes to this stuff. But I played the, hey, I'll give you an extra $5 if you hold it till I get off work. She did that. That was fine. Now she said that her son was selling this stuff so he can get a PS3. It tore my heartstrings a little bit. I have a bunch of not that really expensive PlayStation 3 games. I just gave them to her son, towards that. And obviously, we got a good deal going on here. Man, he got a whole stack of games, as you probably saw in the video for him. It's just something I had to do. So anyways, I saw in the picture, it was like some PlayStations. Like it looked like just two of them. A stack of games. And some of the games, I was like, all right, that's worth $60. I messaged her, and she told me what was there. I was like, that's really worth $60. I got this because I'll be able to bundle with, make the systems later. This is just a profit lot right here. There's probably one game, maybe two games in there I'll keep, but it's just a pure profit lot. Alright, so it smells like smoke, though. I quit smoking, and man, it has turned my senses up big time. We'll go through that. So first off, we got one PlayStation Slim with a copy of Toy Story 3 in there. I'm just zooming through this because this shit's big. Another PlayStation Slim as well, the newer model. Anything in there? It's got Winter Games 2002. I actually haven't been through this really. It's just been sitting in my living room. And here is a PlayStation 1 in there. Nothing in it. Holy fuck. Shit's about to fall. And then we got a big fat fucking PlayStation 2. And who knows what's in there. Maybe Rule of Rose. Haunting Ground, most likely. Fucking I wish. We got some aftermarket garbage here when it comes to controllers. This is just broken and junky. That'll be a trash. I like to put all this stuff in a defective file and start an auction and let people go nuts over this broken shit. I don't know what the hell they do with it. You can't fix this stuff. If I ain't gonna be able to fix it, fuck it. They can have it. Another aftermarket. That's Pelican Bay or Pelican. I don't know what it is. Pelican Beach, whatever it is. That one, yeah, it's missing the rubber. I bet you all these controllers have some sort of issue with them. What the hell is this? This is an RF switch. Oh, this is a converter box, I think. Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I can't remember. But that's there. We got more various cords. Here's yet another aftermarket controller. This is Mad Catz. This one's actually in pretty decent shape. I'll save it, test it, make sure it actually plays. And I hate to say this, and some people can argue with me on this one. PlayStation controllers are going... Oh, there's an extension for a PlayStation controller. I'll keep that because I'm missing that. I love collecting extensions for controllers. There's a random HDMI cord and a power cord. Very excellent. PlayStation 2 controllers are going extinct. How many times have you picked one up only to find that as long as you're testing them like you should, that something's not working, turn it on, the character's just turning, or some of the buttons aren't working. It's happened. You can't fix them. I don't know how to fix them. I got boxes full of defective PlayStation 2 controllers. They're either going to go to some brand new like aftermarket one that's identical, or you're going to stick with these third-party ones that seem to be doing okay. I have a sealed PlayStation 2 controller, and it could be defective in there. I mean, I have no idea. Speaking of PlayStation 2 controllers, here's one's missing the rubber. Sucks. I don't know if I can get like replacement rubber or if it even works. I'll have to check that. Damn, this is becoming a mess over here. Every one of these has a fuck up to them. Dude, that is another extension cable for PlayStation. That's what I'm talking about. Another shitty controller missing the rubber, completely torn up. I see we got some memory cards. I love my memory cards, man. Memory cards are great. I got 3 official ones. Memory cards are another thing people overlook, man. Go look how much like a memory card for N64 is selling for. You'd be actually kind of shocked. Most people just bundle them and it just kind of devalues the lot, but individually, they're worth it. I always keep them just for bundles. Here's another aftermarket GameStop controller, pretty yucky, but we got a lot of PlayStations going on, so we're gonna need them. I think that's something like a USB. Should still work, I guess. Got some stupid triggers in the back. A dongle. And people, underestimate dongles too, man. That's another thing right there that could sell for something that someone desperately needs it. More power cables. So yeah, we got one for. I actually got one for the cable coaxial, which is pretty uncommon. I don't see that too often. And now let's get into the games. What you want to see, which is what I want to get back into because I didn't look at all this. All right, so we got all those systems. Obviously, that's worth 65, assuming 2 of them work and get my money back. Crash Twin Sanity right there. It's like $10. Pretty cool. Marvel Ultimate Alliance. Grand Theft Auto Vice City. Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. And Grand Theft Auto Liberty City Stories. Just those games alone right there. Put that with a bundle. One of those systems will go very quickly. That's a good bundle to have. Let's see. We got in here. Ha! That's funny. What the fuck is that? Like Simpsons? Yeah, it's like a Simpsons DVD. But look, check it out. That was just a DVD in there of the Super Mario Brothers show. I didn't know that was in there. Pretty neat. Alright. What else we got? We got Sonic Mega Collection Plus. Pretty cool. Tokyo Extreme Racer Drift, which I may or may not have. Thrillville. Celebrity Deathmatch, which was an awesome show. I don't think I've ever played the game. Oh, Lord. The Amazing Powerpuff Girls Relish Rampage. Holy hell. Trigger Man. Come on with it. Nicktoons Battle for Volcano Island. Madagascar. One of the best Resident Evils you'll ever play, which is Resident Evil 4. If you don't like it, eat a dick. I love that game. Scooby-Doo Night of 100 Frights. That's all the complete in-box games or, in-case games. And then I saw, this is what really made it worth it. We got Crash Bash as well as, what the fuck is that? Crash Team Racing on the other side right there. It's like $30 in and of itself. But those are the collector's editions version. So if someone needs that to complete their set, that's going to make it just a little bit more. But assuming they work, we'll have to test them. And then we got all these full of games here. I'm not going to go through them extremely quickly. I don't know how long this video is going to be, but we'll just kind of zoom through it. We got Grand Theft Auto and Baja 1000. I don't know how well you're going to see this. Pimp My Ride and then MTX ATV. Actually, I can kind of show it like that. Shark Tale. Sega Sports Tennis. Sean Palmer's Pro Snowboarding. NASCAR Heat 2002. Oh, here we go. I didn't know that was in there. Crash Bandicoot: The Wrath of Cortex, which that's like a $10 game. That's all right. Marvel Ultimate Alliance Special Edition. Todd, Tasmanian Tiger. Some people say, man, you go too quickly. Yeah, I got a lot of shit. I got to clean all this stuff up afterward, man. We're going to run through it. Stay sharp. Cabela's Dangerous Hunts. Let's see. Keep on going. Trans World Surf. Cabela's Outdoor Adventures. Come on. Open up. Some of these games I didn't realize were in here. Super Truck Racing. I mean, none of these are just, you know, just off the wall crazy. SpongeBob SquarePants movie, which was like backwards. Some of these are scratched all to shit. Like, look at this. Why would you even save that? Look at that. I can't do nothing with that. Junk. It's a good frisbee, actually. Motocross Mania 3. I want to see a whole stack of stuff in here. Lights, Camera, Pants, SpongeBob. We got Monster House, and then we got Destruction Derby 2. Alright. In here I got Who Wants to Be a Millionaire and Need for Speed 2 Underground. Gran Turismo 2, Midnight Club. I mean, just common shit. Come on with that haunting ground. World Championship Poker. ATV Off-Road Fury 2. Sled Storm. Alright, the final games here. We're at the end of it. Damn it. Alright, we got SRS Street Racing Syndicate. Big Game Hunter Ultimate Challenge. Cabela's Outdoor Adventure. Cars Racer Racer. Robots. The Powerpuff Girls Relish Rampage. I better check and see if that is in that case. And Pinball. That's it, guys. That's all I got for this episode. That was a pretty good pickup, though, right there. For $65 for the PlayStations and all that. With the, you know, the few, I ain't going to necessarily say high-end games. With the, you know, the quick sellers, that'll make all my money back. And it'll be a profit lot. I stand to make, I don't know, $150 or so off all this. It's got to put in the work, test, clean, get all that taken care of, and we're in it. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm going to make money so I can buy other stuff that I need. That's the way it works. That's how I build this collection. So that's it, guys. I hope y'all enjoyed this episode. Thank you all so much for your support. Everything that you do for me. As always, I want you to take care and enjoy the rest of your day.